Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm at the autodromodoalgarve with 3 special cars. In times where electric cars are more and more common, I think we need a certain type of car to bring back that special buzz that we once had. I give you the 7 Type car.
But anyway, I have hit the go live button, and
Yeah,
no worries. I'm going to do the preamble and all that kind of stuff in a bit, but I just wanted to say thanks, number one, for doing this, and number two, the whole purpose of this is just to add a bit of a preview to your video, which I just will string out. But I'm going to encapsulate it, make it short, and then in the description, we'll say you want to see the whole meal deal. Go for it in the description, and it'll go directly to your channel. That's the important thing. Can I ask you a couple of questions in advance? You had the Caterham, and you had your Westfield, or your family's Westfield, and
my father's. The only car that I own is the Golf.
Okay,
that's mine. I don't like saying, oh, the Westfield and the Pilgrim is mine. No, it's not. It's the Golf's mine because it's the only one with the actual my name on the ownership.
How did you come by these folks? I mean, to convince them to go into a video?
Actually, everything happened at. It was very unplanned because it was only supposed to be the Caterham coming down. But he knew the Birkin owner.
Oh, okay.
And and he said, oh, why don't you come and meet us at the classic car meetup, my monthly meetup with my club, well, not my club, the club around here. And I said, yeah, great. And then my cousin Nigel came from the UK with his drone,
and it just went together from there.
Everything was. I tell you one thing: it was a stressful day, despite enjoyable. I'm glad I hope everybody enjoys it. I think I'm just amazed how well the 3 sevens video
came across beautifully. And I like the way it was compiled, because aside from doing just the walk around the distance, the differences, it had a sense of history in it. And you know what? Especially with regard to sevens, nobody knows this stuff. I mean, the general nobody knows this stuff, right? You know, unless if you're a 7-head, you'd get it. If you're not a 7-head,
oh yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
I think I summarized sufficiently. I think because. I mean, one could go on and on with each brand, but I thought it was sufficient. I got my first few haters, which
you know what, wow. The Burkin. I thought that there was stuff in the Burkin. I didn't know. I didn't realize that
I didn't know either. That was genuine, because when I started doing the script to that video, I was like, I was like, I have no information. Then thankfully, the owner. Sent me a bunch of files, even the court hearing in South Africa. Then but his copies were virtual. I then whilst I was doing the video, I accidentally found the type machine official hearing. Because in the 90s there was there were computers, but people would not record a court hearing. On a computer. It was a typewriter. An electric one, anyways.
Those electric steno machines that they used.
Yeah, and I thought, oh, bloody neck. I'll just summarize it a wee bit. I think it was just interesting. I don't think it was I did everything in good intentions, anyway.
Well, I thought you got my attention. That's why we're doing this. But I guess I'm going to say this, you know, rather than go into great length about the video, I'm going to suggest that we all watch the video, and I'm going to make a vignette. I'm going to tighten it down a little bit, and I'll attach it to this. And then in the video, if you want to see the full view at the full meal deal, please watch it. And while you're at it, make sure that you like and subscribe to Jose Windle's YouTube channel, and you're also an Instagrammer. There we go.
I'm desperate.
Yeah, don't be desperate. You do good work. So why don't we put a bow on it? And you've had a full day, and I'll just say thank you from all of us at 7 Spot. And I can't wait for everybody to like and subscribing to Jose Windle's channel.
Cheers.
Caterham, a name that echoes a soundtrack of the late 50s and the modern age. Today we have here the first registered 170 in Portugal with the R-Pack, the bare bones version with some race goodies such as an aero screen, limited slip diff, bucket seats and many bits and bobs in carbon fibre. A very impressive piece of kit. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 6.9 seconds and a top speed of 170 kilometers an hour. But that's with the standard windscreen. This car can actually achieve nearly 200. I know that because I went in it at Estoril. Sadly, these European-type Caterhams are only available in factory-built form. I think Brussels is a little scared of us mechanical-minded folks of building our own cars instead of buying from their major brands. Nevertheless, the Caterham is an incredible car with a lot of history behind it. And I can say that we are blessed that they are still in production to this day. And that we are still allowed to purchase such an incredible piece of kit. Birkin. Birkin. No. Not in this one. As I'm writing this script, I seem to have come to the conclusion that Burkin could be, or not, be still in production in the United States and Australia. The reason I say this, the websites seem to be gathering quite a bit of dust. The example here today is a 1993 S3 Sprint with a 110 horsepower 1.6 Ford Kent Crossflow on 40 DCOE Webers. It was originally registered in South Africa and it seems to be the only one registered in Portugal. Quite a piece of kit. One could easily confuse it with a Caterham from a distance. They are incredibly similar. I think anyone who can find one would be very lucky to have a piece of unique history without spending as much for a Caterham. Westfield Sports Cars coincidentally was also established in 1983 by Chris Smith when he developed the Westfield 11 based on the Lotus 11 design. In 1986 the Westfield 7 was created, also known as the pre-lit model between owners, and they became the direct competitor to Caterham. Surprise, surprise, they also went to court, based on industrial design rights, with Caterham winning the case this time round. Because of this legal loss, Westfield had to redevelop the old design to a point where it differentiated from the Caterham. Our example is a 2008 SCI 2000, presumably the only one registered in Portugal with a 2-litre Ford Duratec developing around 190 horsepower plus. It's a handful considering it has no limited slip diff. She's a looker, isn't she? Right, enough chat. Time for some car action and some lunch.
I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky